Now, and a bearded man went on a stabbing rampage in Germany today, knifing an anti-Islam politician. Now, I don't want to jump to conclusions as to the motives. He could be Amish, Lewis.
Yeah, well, this is good news. A knife man stabbed a well-known Islam critic and police officers, and then he stabbed the police officer and several bystanders, but they jumped on, who did they jump on? They jumped on one of the police came and jumped on one of the victims.
This is insane in the video. This guy's trying to stop the stabber, and the police turn up and see the guy trying to stop the guy who's stabbing people and jump on the guy trying to stop him stabbing people. I don't know if he'd just been on diversity training and thought, oh, there's a gammon.
But the good news is that this guy's been shot dead, so it might affect maybe one other person who'd be willing, not this guy, but the knife, not the COVID knife, the knifer has been shot dead.
But not before he stabbed the policeman. It was like a farce. The policeman grabs one of the victims, one of the guys trying to stop the attacker, and then while he's wrestling, while he's got this guy on the ground, because the knifeman is suddenly free, he stabs the policeman in the neck and then gets shot dead.
Yeah, I mean, the whole thing is harrowing. But here, the nuts and bolts of it, Leo, are that we do have a Western, enlightened, European continent full of people that believe in free speech, and free speech that enables them to criticise religion.
Yeah.
And in this case, they're criticising Islam as a religion.
Yeah.
And what they've managed to fill that space with is a minority of strong believing Islamist cultural types that just will not accept that, come what may.
Yeah.
And the trouble is that assimilation will never take place because we have, within that enlightened European space, we have a government, the EU, that is on the side of the minority.
Yeah.
So they're not on the side of enlightenment, they're not on the side of free speech, and because of that, they've got their eyes firmly shut. And we've just got this perfect storm where this is going to keep happening.
Well, we're seeing a lot of attacks on the AfD, the right-wing party in Germany that wants to, clamp down on immigration and the Islamification of Germany. And, this is exactly the sort of thing they warn about. And yet, here are their supporters or their people getting stabbed by what's apparently an Islamist. So it kind of corroborates what they've been saying. But the state is still trying to ban the AfD. They've got politicians from the AfD being prosecuted for pretty spurious charges as well, just like Trump. So this might be a sort of headline event that makes people sit up and take note.
Well, I don't think it will, because we've made it a politicised right versus left movement, and it's not.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're on the left of politics, if you say you're on the left of politics and you support this and just call it lone wolf or mental health...
And blame the victim for being anti-Islam or right-wing.
Then you are a huge part of the problem. Now, I don't think you mean to be part of the problem, but you've got to wake up.
Yeah.
Because if you don't wake up, you're going to see this more and more and more.
Yeah.
I think it's simpler than that, Paul. You're making it too there is a war, the original war. Let's pretend there's no immigration coming into the country, and it's just us. It's a war against Team World is a communistic world, and the other side of it is like Go Germany is more like what we kind of believe in, like the nation, and that's the battle that's going on. In the meantime, up comes from the south comes the Islamists, and the Team World doesn't know what to do with it.
Yeah. But it's going to bite them because, in Iran, for example, the leftists allied with the Islamists to overthrow the Shah. And then once the Islamists were in power, they didn't thank the leftists, they jailed them and executed them. So